Mark stopped at the old diner. Miles walked in, soaked in rain, wearing a suit worth more than most people made in months. No one recognized him. No cameras. No noise. Just the smell of coffee and warmth. Emily hurried over to him with her usual tired smile. "Morning. Rough day?" Miles shrugged. "You have no idea." She didn't. But she sensed it. As Emily placed his coffee, her hand accidentally slipped, hot coffee spilled over his sleeve. She gasped, panicking, apologizing rapidly. "I am so sorry, sir. I can fix this, let me," but instead of anger, Miles laughed. Really laughed. "Don't worry. It's the first warm thing that's happened to me today." Emily froze. Billionaires didn't talk like that. Men who lived above the clouds didn't laugh at mistakes. She didn't know he was a billionaire, of course. To her, he was just the tired guy with kind eyes. Miles kept coming back. Every morning. Same corner booth. Same order. Same smile when Emily walked over. She started looking forward to seeing him, even brushing her hair a little more, wearing lip balm, things she never bothered with. For the first time in years, someone saw her too. One evening, Miles caught her outside the diner, leaning against the wall, wiping tears. "Emily? What's wrong?" She hesitated, embarrassed. "Nothing, life stuff." He didn't push. He just waited. Standing in silence with her. Finally she whispered, "My brother. Ethan, he's sick. I'm behind on medical bills. I'm scared." Miles's chest tightened. Emily didn't know she was telling this to a man who could buy a hospital. But he didn't offer money. He didn't want to insult her strength. Instead, he offered something else. "Let me take you somewhere. Just to clear your mind." Their first date, though neither called it that, wasn't fancy. It was a late-night walk around the quiet pier. They talked. And talked. About everything they'd never told anyone. Miles told her about the pressure, the loneliness of being admired but never loved genuinely. Emily told him about losing her parents, raising Ethan alone, working until her bones hurt because she had no choice. Something deep formed between them. Real. Raw. Gentle. But secrets don't stay secret. One morning, a coworker showed Emily a viral article, Axiom CEO missing from office, seen at small diner. Her heart dropped. She Googled his name. The photos. The interviews. The billions. The man she trusted wasn't a tired stranger, he was one of the richest and most powerful men in the country. She confronted him outside the diner. "Why didn't you tell me?" Miles's voice cracked. "I wanted you to see me, not my money. But you lied." "I hid, because I finally met someone who didn't want anything from me." Emily walked away, heart shattered. Not because he was rich, but because she felt unworthy of him now. The media exploded. Paparazzi swarmed her home. They camped by the diner. People whispered, judged, mocked her for chasing a billionaire. Emily quit her job to protect the diner. She shut herself in the tiny apartment with Ethan, trying to rebuild her quiet life. Miles felt the loss like a physical wound. He tried reaching out, sending letters, not gifts, just letters, but she never responded. Not because she didn't want to, but because she feared she could never belong in his world. Everything changed when Ethan collapsed at home. Emily rushed him to the hospital, only to learn the treatment he needed was far beyond her means. She broke down completely outside the emergency room. And that's when she looked up and saw Miles. He had come because Ethan secretly found one of the letters Miles wrote and reached out. "Emily," Miles whispered, kneeling in front of her. "Let me help. Please." She finally broke into his arms, sobbing. "I didn't want you to think I was using you. And I didn't want to scare you away with who I am," he whispered back. "But Emily, I'd give up everything if it meant keeping you in my life." Miles paid for Ethan's treatment, but he also stayed every night at the hospital with her. Not as a billionaire. As a man who loved a girl who had nothing but a beautiful heart. Slowly, Emily realized something powerful. She didn't have to belong to his world. He wanted to build a new one, with her. When Ethan recovered, Miles publicly announced something that stunned the country. "My name is Miles Alexander," he said during a live interview, "and for the first time in my life, I've found something worth more than success. I've found love, with a woman who reminds me every day what truly matters." Reporters searched for Emily, hoping for drama. Instead, they found her standing beside him, shy but strong.